Hello there YouTube, Devin here again, and today I have a video for you that I didn't expect to make, because I didn't expect anything like this to happen. So one of my favorite packs that I've had for a very, very long time, and there's the frame from it over there. One of the packs that I've had for a very, very long time is I used to have an old World War II mountain pack from the 10th Mountain Division. And it wasn't an actual World War II one. It was a later produced M1952 pattern pack from the 60s. And it just fell apart. I repaired it as best I could. It fell apart. It got totally wrecked and destroyed. And so what happened is I had it, and I ended up fixing it as best I could, patching it with stuff and everything like that. It looked terrible, but I couldn't bring myself to throw it away until this happened. I was out and about, and the frame over there started to fall apart from like rust. I noticed it when it started rusting. The like little brace and support there in the center started to fall apart so bad that I'm like, all right, well, I could salvage the frame. I can get someone to weld it up, which I did. But at the same time, I'm gonna see if I could find a new frame. All right, and I could just keep going with the bag, because the bags are so hard to find. You could find the frames and the straps and the belt, but the actual packs are so hard to find. So I just kept making the pack, and I found a bid on eBay for an M1952 pack in used condition for like 89 bucks. All right, but it had to come all the way from Italy. So I'm like, all right, bid on it to get a new frame, and it came with straps. It said it came with the belt, just the belt, sorry. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I get a spare belt out of it. But I could just reuse my old straps, my old bag, and my old frame. I mean, not the frame. I mean, I could get rid of the frame, but I could just use my old straps, my old pack, and my old belt, and just have a spare for when the belt wears out. And I ended up getting this today. This is the M1952 pack, the very late version. Because you can tell it's the late version because it has the canvas straps rather than the leather straps. This is pretty much the same as the World War II mountain pack, in the fact that it's just a darker color, basically. It's OD number 7 instead of OD number 3. It's still made out of canvas. It's a 100% canvas bag. But the World War II ones in the Type 1 1952 packs had leather straps. Whereas this one has canvas straps. Now, the listing was just for a frame and the lumbar belt. I ended up getting a brand new frame, brand new pack, as you can see here. It has the little chalk on it still from the factory where it was made. This pack was built, by the way, in the late 60s. I think it was 69 as this pack was built. So I got it with a new frame, a new belt, new straps, and a new pack for $89 plus like $35 shipping. Ecstatic, because I absolutely love this bag so much. It's nothing, no thrills on it, which I used to be when I was a collector. I used to be latest and greatest. I loved everything nylon and Kevlar and all that stuff, and as I've aged, I've realized all that shit's really overrated and you don't need it, and it's a lot of unnecessary bullshit. So I've started kind of going back to older and older stuff all the time, and I used my original one, which my dad gave me. He had a whole bunch of old Vietnam stuff, as my school bag for a long, long, long time. And so I ended up getting this new one now to replace that one. I cut some of the more memorable parts off the bag, like my old stenciled name off of my old bag. I stenciled this new one here, as you can see, with my name. But I'm just super glad to have this. It's made out of a thick canvas, cotton webbing, heavy duty cotton thread. So, well, it's probably cotton blend thread at this point, because they didn't go to full nylon yet. But we'll go over this. This pack is essentially the same as the World War II one, except for it has cotton straps instead of the leather straps, as I said. But we'll get into what it has here. So, it has the big main flap up there, which is this huge teardrop shape. It has a little storage pouch up here for thinner stuff, smaller stuff, which is zippered right there, as you can see. And then it's just a big open main pouch. It has one attachment point up here for an entrenching tool, which is good to have in the Mountain Trooper packs because you're going to need climbing gear, and this is where you would hook it all. It has 3 outer pouches. It has 2 down here. They're all the same size, and they're all bellowed. This one is just up higher because it has to have anchor points for the main straps up there. So this one is just moved up higher. But you can see still the chalk on it from the factory there, all over it, where the stitching was supposed to go, where everything was supposed to line up on the pattern. It has some nicks on it, as you can see, from storage wear. Nothing major. Canvases last a long time. I'll probably wax this one because it's so nice, and I want it to last a lot longer, so I want to give it some waterproofness. So I'll probably throw the whole thing in the oven and wax it really good with some cotton wax, which will make it last forever, and it'll keep the color in a lot nicer shape. But then it's just a big main bag with a drawstring closure. I have the drawstring tied. There's where the frame is stitched in place. The top part of the pack is stitched to a leather thing that goes over the frame. As you can see here, I'll show you here in a second when we flip it over. So here it is, flipped over. You can see the straps. The straps are connected to the main bag via stitching there. Here is how the main pack stitches to the frame. The frame is just this steel loop, and has 2 little ties that are underneath all this webbing stitched under it. And you just run it over and you pull this closed. So that way this leather pocket kind of cinches shut, so the frame can't like pull off the frame. It's actually quite secure. We have one additional pouch here, strap for routing equipment and stuff back there. You can lash this to a truck and stuff that way, or to a mule, as it would have been done. It is quick release. It does have a quick release buckle right here if you needed to take the pack off really quick. The other strap is fixed though, and it basically molds up like an Alice pack. I think the belt is older than the rest of the pack. So I can't tell what year it was made because of how the stamp is. But this belt, I think, is older than the rest of the pack and the frame. Because the World War II era welded frame has this triangle in it. Whereas later, I'll show you, they went to this style where it has the bracket instead of the welded frame. This is the older style of strap here too, as you can see. So there's some of the rust you can see on it. I've tried taking care of it as best I can, but that's falling apart. But it's a really good pack. It's a medium size. It's about a medium Alice pack size. It's really, really comfortable, actually. It's quite ergonomic. It doesn't cut into you like a lot of the Alice packs do, which I love. It's just awesome. It's an all-around comfortable pack. They're really, really hard to find. But this pack remained basically unchanged in this example through Vietnam. These packs were used by special forces and everything is Vietnam. So it was used from like 1943 through the Vietnam War in basically this configuration, with just some of the leather hardware being changed to cotton webbing. So it's an iconic pack that spanned 3 wars, really. And I love it so much. It's just really comfortable, and it's one of the better designs out there, I think. I really like Mountain Troops. One of my favorite U.S. brigade that I like to read about, a lot of the countries that I collect surplus from, I have a favorite unit or brigade or company or anything like that to collect from, and I really like the 10th Mountain Division in U.S., and this is a great piece of history for that. Even though this is a much later one that was probably not used by 10th Mountain at all because they didn't exist during Vietnam. But I'm still super glad to have it. So hopefully you guys like this video. You like this sort of stuff. I very recommend that you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Channel's growing faster than I ever expected it to. Super, super glad to have one of these. I'm going to have to send the eBay guy a message and say thank you so much and probably offer him some extra money because I don't know if he sent me the wrong thing. But I'm super, super glad to have this. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully you like this sort of thing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.